everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. Wanted to tell you a little bit about my career, my journey. I turned around a football club called Birmingham City Football Club, which I sold last October for £82 million, and have swiftly moved on to be the vice chairman of West Ham Football Club. So I want to tell you a little bit about football, but for me, really, it all started, my career in football, when I saw a little advert in the Financial Times. And this advert said, football club for sale. I thought it was very interesting. So I phoned up and I got the details. And I went to my chairman and I said, there's this football club for sale in Birmingham called Birmingham City Football Club. Why don't you buy it and let me go and run it? He said, football, Karren? Very male-dominated business. You're going to have to be twice as good as the men to be thought as even only half as good. I said, well, luckily that's not difficult. And he said, go on then, we'll give it a go. And that was on the Friday, and on the Monday, we owned a football club. And there I was at my first press conference. I was 23 years old, and I was desperate to look at least 25. So I had big hair, big earrings, big shoulder pads, and I got up on the stage in front of the press, and I gave my spiel about what I was going to do at Birmingham City Football Club. And when I'd finished, I said, any questions? A little hand went up, and I said, yes, sir. He said, Sunday people? I said, yes, sir. He said, what are your vital statistics? Oh, dear. And I said, listen, I know it's difficult, really difficult for you to see a woman, a young woman at that, coming into football. I said, but I promise you, in 10 years' time, when you come back to this football club, you're going to see us playing in the best league in the world and setting the standards that other football clubs are going to follow. And with that, I was very dramatic. I flicked my very big hair. And as I walked past the Sunday People journalist off the stage, he said to me, well, you ain't got a dick, but you have got great big balls. And trust me, I have been using those great big balls since 1993 to really do the things that I do and do well, and that's sort of turning businesses around, giving the passion and enthusiasm, creating strategy. And what I said, what would happen in 10 years' time, didn't actually come true for 12 years, when Deloitte, who wrote the report about the business of football across Europe, wrote that the blueprint in running a successful football club could be found at Birmingham City. And we know what that is really about. It's finding that really fine line between risk and reward and walking it. And, if you look at the state of Birmingham when I left it, it was a business that turned over £55 million, made £6 million profit in my last year and had no debt. And trust me, that's good for a small business. It's a bloody miracle for football. Had a capacity of 30,000, more executive boxes than Liverpool and Everton added together, and a number of affinity schemes. So you could get a Blues mortgage, you could have a Blues credit card, Blues gas, Blues water, Blues petrol card, you could travel with Blues travel, and you could even have a Blues funeral. Which one or two of my managers were threatened with over the years, but we'll get on to that. Now, we all run businesses here, don't we? But I think staff need three things. They need determination, the determination to do a job and do it well. They need enthusiasm. I don't employ anybody without enthusiasm. And the third thing they need, actually, is everybody who works for me knows this. What is the strategy of this company? Where is it going? And what is my individual role in delivering that strategy? And if the company is a success, and I'm a success, what is my reward? We say in football that the 5 most important words in the English language are, what's in it for me? And that's a philosophy that runs through. So lots of things that we do to motivate staff and treat staff well. And the way I always say to people that really to assess how motivated people are is just look at your annual sick leave. Because annual sick leave tells you all you need to know about how motivated the people are who work for you. And when I left Birmingham in last year, in 2009, I think it was the 3rd or 4th year we would have won an award, and I think it's from HR Weekly, Annual sick leave at Birmingham, 1/4 of 1 day a year. Now, bear in mind we work 6 days a week, and bear in mind that we don't make anything, we don't produce anything, we just have people. And on one hand, I've got an 18-year-old who works in my ticket office and can earn a maximum of £15,000 a year. And on the other hand, I have an 18-year-old footballer who trains for 45 minutes a day, might play the odd match, not that I'm bitter or anything, and he will get £15,000 a week. Now, the 18-year-old who earns £15,000 a year can't imagine what it's like living with £15,000 a week, and trust me, the 18-year-old footballer has no idea how people live on £15,000 a year. So how do you motivate them both in the same organisation to make them make the contribution that is needed to have that philosophy where everyone has to do everything to ensure the business is a success? And at Birmingham, I did it by having that philosophy and by teaching people the necessity of working with others, that great thing called teamwork. Because the 18-year-old ticket office doesn't have a job if the 18-year-old on the pitch isn't scoring goals, and the 18-year-old on the pitch doesn't play in front of anybody unless we're selling tickets. And that meant that I integrated my entire business. So hospitality worked in accounting, accounting worked in retail, retail worked in ticket sales worked with the groundsman worked in commercial, and so on. So everyone knew everything about our business, what was wrong with it, what needed improving, who was in which role. And through those things, we started to change the business. We worked at the bottom, we ploughed our way up, we gave people the motivation, the desire, the passion to believe in what they did. Because one of the hardest things to change in any organisation is the culture, and give that culture that can-do attitude. Directness, and I deal good with directness. I like to know where I stand. And, you know, it's not always easy when you're running a people business because, as I said, we don't produce anything, we don't make anything, we only employ people. And ensuring that people are motivated and on their toes and delivering is always very important. And getting that mix of people right. And, of course, people make mistakes. And helping to repair those mistakes becomes, you know, the job of the CEO or the chairman or the vice chairman in my case. So adversity, I can't really think of anything, but I think the only way really to deal with adversity is to deal with it head on and take the blows and take them quickly and at least be honest with how you got to where you were and how you intend to get out of it.
Okay, the next one's quite a long one, so bear with me. It comes from Keith De Bruin, CBII, Chairman of BII Southwest Region, and he says, you currently hold a number of very different positions across a variety of organisations. How do you stay sane enough to successfully juggle all of these? And what tips can you give those in the audience who also juggle a wide range of positions within their role?
Again, I sort of think I touched on it, but my red light is flashing, so I'll give a sort of an answer that I really believe in, and that is that nothing really is work unless you'd rather be doing something else. And I think if you're doing a job when you'd rather be doing something else, it is too much like hard work and you don't want to do it. And I think in life, if you can find a balance of doing the things that you have to do, the things you really want to do, then that's a unique balance. And that's what keeps me sane anyway. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.